Alright, hello YouTube, this is DFP, coach of the Drunk Fraternity Pikachus, and this is week 2 of NSTL against Super Salamence, coach of Team Portsmeowth. And yeah, his team is mostly what I thought was going to happen. I did also think he was going to bring a Salamence over something else, although I did kind of expect seeing most of these. I guess I don't know, for some reason maybe in my head I thought he was going to bring 7 somehow, but I guess I'm most surprised by Superior. Yeah, I guess that probably made the most sense to me internally. Yeah, basically, anyways, the thing I was most concerned about was actually not the Salamence anyways, it was the Fortress, which he does bring. And so why this is a problem, I only have 2 defoggers on my team, or actually my entire draft. I don't have a single rapid spinner, and one of the defoggers is Landorus Eye. And there, quite frankly, is no way that's ever going to get a defog off in this league, because everyone is going to want to kill it on sight, and it does a lot of damage anyways, so pretty much any use of defog, unless they have like every single hazard up, would probably be inferior to using Earth Power or something like that. So what I did instead was pretty much craft an anti-lead Dragonite set to take out his Fortress, and let's see how that goes out. And yep, as expected, it goes Dragonite Fortress, and I get the Fire Blast off. Perfect. I don't get the burn, so it's not that awesome, but he does Stealth Rocks, and this actually goes really nicely for me. That's like the best possible scenario, because now he gets Stealth Rocks and Spikes up right before I defog, as opposed to getting the Spikes up after defog goes off. So I'm able to kill it next turn with an extreme speed, no matter what it does, and with no consequences to me whatsoever. He said in the chat later that he was thinking of going Explosion, and if he did that, that would have been really bad. Stealth Rocks would have stayed up, and yeah, that could have gone very differently, but the way it turned out, I just get a free kill with no negative repercussions whatsoever. So, incredible opening plays for me. That, I guess, got really lucky that worked out in my favor. He brings in Suicune, and I can do damage, but I'd rather switch to Venusaur here. Yeah, I'm just going to use... I assumed that he was going to bring in either Jirachi or Superior for some reason. But yeah, this makes the most sense due to the fire type advantage. So I went with HP Fire, and of course it does almost nothing. So yeah, I'm going to stay in and go for the Sludge Wave, because Thick Fat means that Fire isn't actually super effective anymore. But as you can see, that does a lot of damage to me, which is a lot more than I expected. I believe I EV'd this for Special Defense. Wait, no, I actually just EV'd HP and Special Attack on that. So, anyways, so now I think that it's not a Silk Vest, because Sludge Bomb did about 50%. And I got the Poison, which is amazing. Bit of a hex on my end, but yeah, it's not too crazy, I think. Yeah, Dark, I can't stay in anymore. I'm going to bring Dragonite now, because Dragonite has multi-scale, and so it can just handle anything. So I'm going to go for the Extreme Speed here, because, fun fact, I'm a quiet nature. And he may have outsped me otherwise, but it does nothing on Jirachi. I'm switching out to Bronzong, because Bronzong fears nothing that Jirachi can do. So I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks here, because if it goes off, then Incineroar just can't come back in, unless he uses Defog on Superior or something like that. But yeah. Anyways, he brings in this, and yeah, Earthquake does nothing. I assumed that I did some calcs beforehand, because I was afraid the thing was gonna set up on me and just completely steamroll me. So I calced Gyro Ball doing about like a third, and when I actually hit it with the Gyro Ball, it does only like 30%. So it's done alright damage, but I hoped it would do a bit more. So he goes for the Psychic there, and someone has Nasty Plot, Psychic, and yeah, I'm assuming that he doesn't have the Taunt or substitutes, so I'm going to go for a Toxic there. And that's gonna be very helpful. I'm just gonna sacrifice Bronzong here, and yeah, it's almost dead. I'm gonna go for Extreme Speed to finish it off. So yeah, that's a good start for me. And this comes in, and like I said, I am a quiet nature. This is a weird set for a Dragonite. It's max special attack, max attack. It just does a lot of damage as possible. It hits like a truck. So he uses the Glare, and because I'm quiet nature anyways, it's not that big of a deal. And go for the Fire Blast, which does a ton, because yeah, quiet nature, max special attack, super effective Fire Blast. Go for the Extreme Speed here, but I get the Parahax anyways, so it doesn't really matter, because it would have been nothing anyways to this Suicune. And so, yeah, Whenever I see Suicune, I assume it's Kurokun. I don't know why. A Kurokun is definitely not always the right Suicune to bring, especially since I have a Vaporeon and he knows that. So I gave my Vaporeon a Roar instead of Toxic this game. And so I'm just going to Roar here, and he goes for Toxic, so no, this is a terrible turn for me, and this is the worst trade deal in history of trade deals as Superior comes back in. Yeah, that's really bad for me. But I can actually live at Leaf Storm and kill it back with Scald. I mean, Vaporeon's pretty much dead at this point, but it got rid of one of his major threats, and basically now I'm in an amazing situation. Well, Jirachi's definitely going to get the kill on Vaporeon. That's definitely going to happen. But when that happens, that means that Landorus can just come in, and Landorus is going to be faster than this Jirachi, and this is a clear house. And yeah, it's the Iron Hand to try to do for the Scald, but there's the flinch. Oh, whatever, it's fine. It's Jirachi. There's going to be some hacks, and that's not really 50%. It would be hacks if I got to attack. I go for the substitute here. I should have just started off going with Earth Powers, but yeah, I do that there. It gets the kill, and he brings a Suicune. I'm expecting this to kill me with a Scald, but somehow I actually live with 7 left, and I'm able to kill the Suicune with another Earth Power, and yeah, this comes in as to rocks. So yeah, Landorus Eye showing again, once showing why it's Noober in regular OU. Yeah, it's a very strong Pokemon, and probably victory that game. There was no Mimikyu plays, which was a bit, which is probably for the best. I pretty much have that as a last resort button. Was able to carry me to victory last game, but I don't want to keep doing that because yeah, it's a last resort button. It's something that I only really bring in when everything else has gone to shit, and luckily it didn't come to that this game. So yeah, good game, Super Salamence and Portsmeowth. Yeah, I just got really lucky with that turn 1 Fortress that just set the tone for the game, and if that didn't happen, it would have been very different. Look, I had 7%, that less than self-rocks damage, so entry hazards are important, and I'm really regretting not taking any rapid spinners or more bulky defoggers. Well, I guess Dragonite's pretty bulky, but no one really thinks of it that way. So yeah, that was week 2. I am now 2-0, and fun fact, next week I'm actually going against someone else who is 2-0. And he and I are actually at the top of the diamond faction of the NSTL. He has 7 cumulative differential points, and I also have 7. So that'll be an interesting watch. That'll be an interesting game. I haven't actually played it yet. I'm still pretty nervous about that. His team is very difficult to prepare for, as with this one. But next one, yeah, there's lots of things that can sweep either of our teams, and if we don't plan it out, and I don't know what he's thinking, he doesn't know what I'm thinking. So, yeah, that's concerning. But anyways, yeah, this is pretty good showing so far in the league. It's my first time doing a draft league, and yeah, we'll see how this league goes. Stay tuned for next week. All right.